but I remember being in the bunker as we're taking incoming fire, and just the dudes that we were replacing, like, he's just like almost in a ball, and he's like, please God, I only have 3 days left and then I'm out of here, please don't let it be this one. And I'm just sitting in there in the bunker, like, just looking at this guy like, what the fuck? And mortars are incoming, and yeah, they're pretty close. And
hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Luke, and I'm starting a YouTube channel called Leatherneck Golf. In today's episode, we're going to be doing a 2-man 9-hole scramble at Okehili with one of my buddies named Jonathan. He is a Purple Heart recipient and a combat veteran, so we're going to be exploring some of his military experiences throughout the round. Recorded the entire conversation, so hopefully you guys enjoy that, sort of content. Be sure to like and subscribe. Throw some feedback down below in the comments section, and other than that, stay classy.
draw, it's safe.
That's it. Yep, that's all right. That goes, it's perfect. It's gotta go though. Oh, it did. It cut the corner. You're perfect. Good ball. Just like Sean Ryan to intro the video.
Oh gosh.
We got him some Marine Corps. Some Marine Corps ball marks.
Hoorah.
And then I also got a...
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh, I can hear it. And I got you a challenge coin.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, you gotta have a coin too, my man. So,
look at that.
Yes,
look
sir.
At that. Also, we're gonna be doing something. I came up with this idea last night. Every time I curse, I'm gonna have a little thing. It's gonna go ding.
A curse counter.
It's gonna be a curse counter, and then for every time we curse, each dollar is gonna be donated to Wounded Warrior or a charitable organization of your choice.
Well,
that,
fuck me.
Supports veterans. So yeah, fuck, damn.
All right. Well, there we go.
Yeah. Got a putt. Get over. Did you get over? No. All right. I left it short. I'm gonna go. Oh, that's criminal. Can't leave an eagle putt short.
I can't.
Ah. Good putt.
Oh. Yeah, a little bit. Where did that go?
The wind took the.
That went straight.
The wind took that.
Oh my god.
I pured that thing. It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Is it? Oh, it's fun.
Nice.
Yeah, great shot. Alright, we probably got what, like another 15 footer?
15 footer.
20 foot putt for
Downhill. It's gonna be tough,
I
but
flew the fucking green, so that's fine. At the end, it's definitely gonna want to move right.
right.
I'm looking like a cup and a half left. I see a pitch mark just half left. Just inside of that.
It's like we read greens exactly the same.
I just hit it way too hard.
Yeah.
That's the line. Just inside of it. Did the same thing. The exact same thing.
What are we doing, man? We're making it tough.
Yeah, not making it easy. I'll make this one.
I'm just following suit.
I got it pretty straight. I'm just gonna hit it with enough speed.
That's it, baby.
There you go.
Good call.
There we go.
Good call.
All right. No bleeding there. As like a young kid, did you see yourself going into the Army? Like, I have pictures of my childhood. I was always dressed up as an Army soldier. Like, I always wanted to, I always wanted to do it.
You know, not really. I played with like some G.I. Joes a few times and whatnot, but no, it's never really a hunter or, I'd shot a BB gun like one or two times at my buddy's barn. So never really would have thought what the infantry life would have been like, or could have ever seen myself joining, but
cool.
Yeah. I don't know how he does it with no gloves.
I know, dude. It's the one time you wear a glove, you topped it.
Yeah, first drive ever with the glove on this year. I topped it in front of like 40 people. So
At a tournament.
that was fun. Oh, that's perfect. That is literally perfect. Let's go. You cut the corner pretty good, so I think we'll have a good 120 in if I had to guess. I'll probably be around $150.
This video today is sponsored by Zen.
Zenachinos.
Let's get it.
Lord forgive me, I'm about to say.
Well, actually, I worked at a golf course when I was 16, and I found a can of dip in the golf cart.
You throw up the first time?
I fucking threw up so hard. It was what was it? No, it was Kodiak.
Kodiak?
Yeah, Kodiak was the first dip that I ever tried.
Mine was Skull Peach on the tennis courts in high school. I threw up.
Well, it said chewing tobacco, and my dumb ass didn't know what to do, so
You chewed it?
I fucking chewed it. I put a big ass gnarly dip in, and then I swallowed the dip, and I remember just passed out in a field. I had to walk home from work, and my head was spinning the entire time. Yeah, it was pretty brutal.
That first dip was brutal.
Yeah.
I remember I quit dip for like a good year. We had a squad leader, Sergeant Visser. We were on boat on the 31st meal out in Okie, and he was fucking up one of my buddies, Deutsch. He's not fucking up, but like play fighting, like in the berthing, just beating his ass. I jumped on his back, and this is a big dude. Like, he was probably 6'4", maybe like 200, 220, like a big dude for sure. And he just jumped straight backwards and landed back to back. And so he landed on top of me, sandwiched me, and I had a fat lip in. I go to inhale because all the wind's knocked out of me. I take a big deep breath, horseshoe straight to the stomach.
Terrible.
And I was scarred. I was thrown up for like 48 hours.
So you quit dipping after that for a little while?
Yeah, and then I picked it right back up.
Yeah.
Like a year later. Yeah.
Good break, isn't it?
Thanks to Baby Rod, my roommate. Shout out Baby Rod if you're watching this. So what made you, I guess, decide to enlist in the Army? Like, what was the overwhelming decision factor for that?
Man, a lot of people like to have like a cool story to say.
Yeah.
I guess I really don't. I was 19. I was kind of just a fucking bum and didn't have anything better to do. My brother-in-law was in the Army, and he kind of convinced me to, I was looking around at different recruiting, different branches, and I originally signed up for the Marines, but they wouldn't take me because of one of my tattoos that I have. It's a Budweiser crown, and they thought I was part of the Latin Kings.
Oh God, that's stupid.
And so my brother-in-law was just like, dude, join the fucking Army. You get to pick your job, and they'll give you a bonus. So I'm like, you know what? Sign me up.
Fuck it. All right, let's hit the shop.
That's it.
I trust you.
Oh, baby.
It's all over it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just left.
Should be good. Draw a little bit. Draw a little bit. All right, we got two pumps.
Got two looks. Got two looks.
Yep. blood there.
No blood, no foul.
No, we just got to be a little closer in proximity to the hole if we want to get to 2 under. I think this is our hole. I think we birdied this. Now we just start coasting.
It's an urban legend that never happened. No way. We got you. Not a chance. Not this time. It never happened.
All right, we got a little time to kill. So tell me what boot camp was like for you.
Well, for one, in the Army, it's called basic training.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
not
I
called
don't wanna
boot
fucking
camp.
another
Get it
dollar.
right.
Another $1. Okay, what was basic training like for you?
Dude, honestly, it was tough.
Yeah.
A lot of people breeze through it, but I mean, and I was an athlete going into it.
Yeah, so your physical fitness was probably already there.
Yeah, a little bit, except for like I wasn't used to carrying a pack and just a huge
Rucking.
load. Like I was always a good runner and stuff, but I mean, this is back in 2008, and it was a little different time back then, and it was drill sergeants really roughed us up, and they were all high-speed combat dudes, and we looked up to them, but yeah, they definitely fucked us up a lot.
Did you steal the peanut butter packets from the chow hall?
We did a lot worse that I don't think that we can say on camera,
I
but
mean, we're both out now, shit.
yeah, we kind of had a mafia going on in
Yeah.
basic training, and we had some dudes sneak off post and buy a whole bunch of dip and candy, and then we hid it in the wall lockers, and like we would tape it up underneath the wall lockers.
It's like a
and-
drug operation just with candy and dip.
Oh yeah, they'd have the list already set up, and you know, give it to the runners, and it would be offloaded before anyone could have trace of it. But
I remember seeing a guy take a dip out of the trash can. It was Staffs Aren't Crisp was my kill hat, and he took Staffs Aren't Crisp dip out of the trash can that he'd thrown out and threw it in. It was so gross.
well, yeah, we would have to sneak to the bathroom like late at night, and then you know we'd go in the stalls, pretend we were taking a shit.
Did you guys have doors on the stalls?
Yeah.
We did not. If you took a shit, you were looking across at somebody. Yeah.
That's epic. But then they caught us, and we would have to go toe to line and do dip inspections, or we'd have to pull down our lip. And drill sergeant would look for particles of dip in our teeth. And a whole bunch of times I just remember me and my bunkmate, like, you know, drill sergeant's on the other side, and we're just checking each other's teeth and scraping out little particles. But then we got smart, and then we just switched to pouches, because
Yeah.
You know.
Just don't leave the long cut behind.
until we got a new drill sergeant who was ex-CID, and his very first day, he
What's CID for those watching?
criminal investigation
So it's
division
like
or
just cops.
yeah, and so yeah, his first day he ransacked the entire company bays, tipped our wall lockers over, and found our dip duct tape to the bottom, and took the ceiling tiles off, and that was a bad couple weeks. Yeah.
Doesn't sound ideal.
Yeah.
How are we doing today?
Money.
That is as good as I can hit it. That is
Money.
perfect. Oh, that is perfect too. Two really good balls there. Okay, cool. So yeah, boot camp went great. Some interesting stories there. So right after boot camp, you go to your. So we go to boot camp, ITB, and then you go to your unit. Like at least the infantry does. Did you go boot camp straight to infantry school and then to your unit, or do you go straight to a unit?
In the Army, it's called OSIT, One Station Unit Training. So it's, I think it's one of the only ones that has, you don't go to a AIT, which is Advanced Individual Training.
Okay.
It's all, you know, it's all in Fort Benning for the infantry. And I was a mortarman, so, you know, like at the beginning of basic training, they split us up, and then they were like, all right, this half of the room, you guys are 11 Bravos. This half of the room, you guys are 11 Charlies. And I was like, what the fuck is an 11 Charlie?
Yeah.
What's a mortarman? But so as a mortarman, you had to stay for an additional 2 weeks in basic training. So I think it was a total of 15 weeks, all in Fort Benning. And then, yeah, I got stationed at Fort Polk, Louisiana.
That was your first unit?
That was my very first unit.
What was the first day like, showing up to the unit?
Oh,
Was your guy standing on the catwalk signing you down like their next meal?
well, I just remember going to my room and meeting my roommate, who was this short little Asian guy who ended up being one of my best friends, but he was a supply guy. And he just like opened up the door, and he was just mad because he got a fucking roommate now.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm like, hi, I'm Private Mellis. And he's like, you better not steal any of my fucking beer. And I was like,
Don't touch a man's beer. Oh, I tried to guide it too much. Go.
okay.
We got a chip. That was just a bad swing. That draw is perfect. Oh yeah, be good. Oh, that's money.
That
all
looks
over
pretty
it.
good.
Let's go. Let's go make it fun. All right.
I don't know where that came from. That was a good shot.
It was all over the flag. I mean, I'm hoping it's the right number. It took a kind of a big hop up.
Yeah.
If it's the
not
number.
long. Landed on the green though.
Yeah.
I don't know how soft they are.
I think we're putting. I think that was high enough. And there's enough wind up there. I think
It's
we're
probably in the hole.
That'd be sick. If it was in the hole, stop recording right now. At the bar. Can you stop fucking recording, you bitch?
No, get all of that.
I got where it went, I promise you.
Just didn't snap. Put it right here.
Are they trying to guide in there or just kind of punch it in there?
We're in for 5, so I think you get a little aggressive.
Yeah, they put us right into it. We were about a year out from deploying, so it was just heavy training. We were on orders to Afghanistan at the end of 2010. So had a good year and a half of train up before deploying. And yeah, it was just kind of just a continuation of boot camp, basic training. And just a lot of smoke sessions,
Yeah.
lots of time out in the field, getting to know the mortar systems. And
Were you on the 81s or the 61s? Or the 60s?
so we were battalion mortars, so we did
Or
all
120s?
We did all of them.
Ooh.
Yeah, we did all of them, but battalion guns were primarily 81s and 120s.
Okay.
So we usually run a 4-gun section.
Yep.
And the 2-gun, we call it 1 gun, 2 gun, 3 gun, 4 gun. 2 gun is the what they call the base gunner. It's where everything is registered off of, and
So all the other guns basically shift to where that first gun
Yeah.
is, and then does that gun adjust, or is that gun already set on like a target, a fire mission?
yeah, it can go either way, but usually like the best, you know, the best gunners and the best personnel are on the on 2 gun. So it was always a competition. Like we would always run drills on who could be the fastest,
Yeah.
laying the mortars down and everything. Everything was always a competition. And yeah, I eventually made a base gun gunner, and
Okay.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Fuck yeah.
And yeah, lots of competition. I mean, from who could drink the most beer
Yeah.
to
Had quite a few of those competitions in my day. strength of most speed.
But I mean, Fort Polk isn't a very notorious Army base. It's kind of, they call it the armpit of the Army.
Just like New Jersey, armpit of America. Shout out to Jersey.
But they have JRTC there, so it's where a lot of people go pre-deployment, and they have a lot of training there. Everyone gets deployed. They go there for a few weeks to right before they deploy to conduct training, and so that was cool. We had a lot of training grounds available to us. And
Did you make it out to 29?
no, never been out there.
So where were you guys training then? Is this at Polk?
Yeah, just all at Polk, because it was a training base, so we had a lot of stuff available to us. And although it was like, you know, some would say the not the best military base, the people that I met there were, you know, I formed a bond with them, and they're all my brothers, and met a lot of great people out there.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hey,
It's gonna be all right.
yeah.
Sit.
And just the people that know them.
Keep turning.
That's
Yeah. You're right now. We're right next to each other.
monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah. We just kind of made the hole a lot longer than it's intended to be played.
Can't complain about it. We haven't shanked any.
It did not hook at all. That was a number 2. Yeah, we're on the green.
Is that a front pin?
It's more middle than anything. I'm pin high just right, and that was a 40 ball, so I think if you hit something 40, you should be perfect. We followed each other literally exactly on this hole. Both went right off the tee, both went right onto the green, but I think we got a putt at birdie. Get down in 2, maybe birdie the next 3, we can hit our target score of 3 under.
For 9 holes.
For 9 holes, correct. Called a little audible. Didn't turn, yeah, it was a perfect distance. I mean, you thinking just outside, right?
Luke.
Alright, another par there. Not the end of the world, but we're at even right now. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 to play. We got 1, 5. We got to
do
birdie
it.
that. Maybe sneak one here because we got a par 3 up next. So, spent a couple months training. Did you know where you were deploying when you got to your unit?
From what I remember, I think that we weren't told. So as mortarmen, like, we deployed as a platoon, but each gun went to a different outpost.
Okay.
So we actually broke up into 4 different locations. And then, yeah, I think about a month before deploying, they're like, yeah, you're going to Wardak province, the combat outpost Tangi. And they're like, it's really hot there. Not hot as in the sun, but
Hot as in a lot of combat, a lot of...
very kinetic. And we were replacing 173rd out of Italy.
Okay.
And I was just kind of excited. Like, you know, we had trained.
Were you more excited or scared?
Honestly,
I make sure.
you know, I didn't really feel scared. I think that the training and preparation and the guys that I was with gave me confidence to just go over there. I was more excited to go over there and, like, actually do
your
my job.
yeah.
And and we sure did our job over there.
Yeah. So you get over there. It's start like what is everyday life looking like when you get to Wardak? So you get there, kind of settle in. I'm assuming, were you at a fob, or was it more of an outpost?
Yeah, well, we originally, you know, everyone goes to like the main fob, and then from there, then you're
Disperse out.
then you're dispersed out to the smaller outposts. And yeah, very first day at the fob, we took incoming fire. That was, I guess, pretty fun, but that was just like an introduction to what was about to ensue. And then yeah, flying into Outpost Tangi, I mean, it was just flying in a Black Hawk in the mountains was just a surreal experience for me. And you know, just a small kid from Michigan, I'd never seen mountains like that. And we're talking the Hindu Kush, and like, dude, it was, I'll never forget the image or the helicopter ride into Outpost Tangi. But then, like, you know, as we fly in, we're just in like this little freaking fishbowl and just mountains surrounding it. And I'm just thinking, like, this is where we're spending the next year deployment at. This is crazy. As soon as we landed, 15 minutes later, we started taking fire, and we got our combat infantryman's badge our very first day that we were.
First day.
Yeah, we fired mortars, and yeah, it is.
So you had a fire mission day one.
Day
of
one.
being in country.
Yeah.
What was it like being on the gun, actually letting rounds go, knowing there's people downrange? Was that a weird feeling, or was it just training?
Well, the 173rd was still in charge, so we hadn't like taken over. We were just getting our shit off the bird. But I remember being in the bunker as we're taking incoming fire, and just the dudes that we were replacing, like, he's just like almost in a ball, and he's like, please God, I only have 3 days left and then I'm out of here. Please don't let it be this one. And I'm just sitting in there in the bunker, like, just looking at this guy like, what the fuck? And mortars are incoming, and yeah, they were pretty close. And one of them actually, as my squad leader was bringing his bags to the bunk, a mortar round hit the HESCO right next to him, but didn't explode.
Ooh.
And it just lodged in the...
Just a dud round?
A dud round. And that was 10 minutes after getting off the bird.
Holy shit.
And yeah, I mean, yeah.
Day one.
Day
sounds
one.
Pretty, yeah, sounds pretty fucking hectic.
A lot of stuff happened, but yeah, it's hard to really express everything. And
yeah.
But it was interesting, it was fun, and we got to do our job, so it's
cool.
Fucking awesome.
Let's hit these shots and then we'll dive right back in.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
view.
That is perfect. That's gonna be close. It could catch that little slope that you were talking about. That could be up there. Yours was trying to cut the corner. I don't know if it's, I would say that ball is 50-50.
How do you feel like your swing is right now at the moment?
I've been working on some things. I mean, recently I've just kind of like lost my, I guess, passion for golf. It just hasn't, being on the course, it really hasn't been anything exciting for me. So I'm just trying to play and have fun, honestly. Like, I'm trying to work on things, come to the inside, keep my left wrist flat, pointed at the ground.
Well, you've been playing for how long?
I've been playing 16 years now. I started when I was 10, and I'm 26 years old now.
Look at that ball.
Yeah, I mean, that ball cannot be any better.
Jeez.
Any better of a spot.
I'm probably in the water then.
Yeah, I think so, unfortunately. I'm looking, I don't see
I wish
it.
you guys could see this ball right here, but...
That was primo. That's about as good as I can hit it. Perfect.
Oh, wait.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's money. Got a putt. Go a little bit. Spin. Oh, wow. Good one. I guess for those watching, you're a mortarman. So do you stay at that outpost the entire time? Are you patrolling every day outside the wire? Or are you just waiting for patrols to ask for fire missions?
Both.
How did that work? Okay.
Yeah, both. You had to man the guns on the outpost, and that's where we kept the big guns, the 81s and the 120s. And then, you know, as mortarmen, we were responsible for a lot of stuff. We had to run missions with the 60s, you know, as much as the 11 Bravos were doing. You know, we had to do our tower guard, and we had to man
Is that like fire watch?
Yeah, we had 4 or 5 towers around the perimeter of our outpost, and yeah, like no sleep
Did
ever.
you patrol outside?
Yeah.
What
Yep.
was that first patrol like?
Well, the very first patrol is kind of a funny thing. A dude named Private Ryan was the first dude to get shot.
Private Ryan.
He just got hit in the plate. He was perfectly fine, but I wasn't on the very first foot patrol mission. I was back at the mortar pit and just manning the guns, and I'm watching through the binos like they're just doing a first mission, like out there getting familiar with the area. And I got eyes on the patrol out there. They're on the side of a mountain, and then I just see Private Ryan tumbling down the hill, and it's like, oh shit, dude. Heard the call on the radio. Private Ryan just got hit.
Did they non-line it, or was it?
No, he got right back up. And
Got right back up,
yeah,
kept patrolling?
Got right back up, got back in the fight, and it was just kind of funny that his name was Private
Ryan. Saving
yeah.
Private Ryan.
Yeah.
All right, let's make a putt. We have that 8-foot putting mat in our room.
This is 8 feet.
2 hours a day. Oh my god.
Thing's fast.
It is fast. Well, we got a putt. Oh boy. Oh, good putt. Let's go. Never a doubt. Like clockwork.
Just not putting well.
Yeah. Not putting well at all. I got hair in my eyes. My first sergeant would, my old first sergeant would roll in his grave if he saw that. My hair was as long as it is. Go.
Look good.
I think it's up. I have no idea. It's all right. We got a putt. Do you remember your first foot patrol where you took contact?
Yeah, actually. It was kind of just a foot patrol to the top of a mountain overlooking our outpost, so we could get a better like look of the surrounding area. And that was one of the hardest rucks I've ever done in my life, because it was the first time being in that type of elevation with any sort of weight on, and we just climbed up this big ass mountain, and yeah, we got up to the top a little bit, and then we were chilling there for maybe a couple hours, and they started shooting at us from somewhere. I think they started shooting at us when we just were about to make it to the top, and then like the last 10 minutes of the walk, like I heard bullets fly by, and I was like, this is what it sounds like. Okay, this is real. And I'm trying to run up the mountain to try and get some cover. And yeah, it was like one of the most tired times I've ever went through.
And then you gotta sit there and eat an MRE when you're done with it.
That's it. Yeah. But I mean, they were probably so far away, but they were probably just spraying at us. Yeah, I wish it was more eventful and like nobody got hurt or anything. I think we shot back at them a little bit, and yeah, it was pretty basic.
Gotcha. Cool.
Yeah.
Let's make this putt. All right.
You aimed.
I was aiming right edge. I think you got to be like right here.
Okay.
Finally went in. 30 feet there, 25 feet. You can't expect to meet those. Do you remember the first casualty that you had at that outpost?
Yeah, it was my buddy, Omar Soltero. He was the greatest soldier that I've ever known. He was a ranger, had his expert infantryman's badge, paratrooper, air assault. Just he was older than us. He was like 28 at the time, so we kind of always looked up to him as our older brother. And yeah, it was kind of a sad thing that happened. I had went on mid-tour leave early in the deployment, probably about 2 months in, and so I'm back at home, and I freaking found out via Facebook, and like I'd just seen some posts, which you're not really supposed to do, like, you know, so that was kind of hard to process, and then knowing that I'm going back there, it was just kind of weird, because, like, you know, if it could happen to him, then it could happen to any of us, and he was the best that we had. He was the best soldier that we had. And
would you say his death changed your perspective on the deployment? In terms of when you were going back, did you like walk into a different mentality where you're like, no shit, this is life or death, or was it just kind of?
I think that was kind of apparent day one, but yeah, I mean, that was the first death that I had experienced, and definitely somebody that was close to me. And yeah, I don't know if I really have the words to exactly say what I was feeling, but it sucked. But then, you know, it kind of did give us a little more motivation and firepower, like that we wanted some revenge, and yeah, we definitely got that.
Oh yeah, love to hear it.
I wish I could say a little more. Just, you know, sometimes it's hard to find the exact right words to say.
You're good, man.
But Omar Soltero, best soldier we've ever had. Miss him a lot.
Damn. Okay. Sit this tee shot.
Yeah. Sorry.
You're good, bro.
He's got a beautiful club twirl.
Does he works on it?
Stay up.
Yeah, I'll be all right. Just a ways in. You won't be able to get there in two. Oh, that is hyped. Holy shit. Should be good, yeah.
Right. So we get down there.
Yeah, that's fair way.
Long way.
Yep. So was that the only friend that you lost on that deployment?
I mean, I guess I would consider all of them friends, and I don't know the exact count of how many we lost, but it was quite a few. But he was definitely the closest. Like the snipers and the mortars, we were always so tight with each other, and you know, he would like come over and watch movies every night, and he was just my big brother, man. And yeah, it sucked losing him, but
did you stay home for the funeral, or was that something that
no, when I came
deployment took over?
Yeah, well, I came back, and then we had the funeral right there at the outpost, and I was part of it. And yeah, it was a really nice service, and it was just heartbreaking, though. It was, you know,
yeah, I mean,
you never know how you're gonna deal with death like that. You always know that it could happen. You know what you signed up for and shit like that, but yeah, you never really know how to process it the right way or how you're gonna take it. But you know, kind of just made us more vigilant, I guess, and
hyper aware, kind of situational awareness heightened, I guess.
Yeah, just a lot of emotions all mixed in together, going on at one time.
And I've heard the expression war is 95% waiting and 5% actually fighting. Do you feel like those emotions lingered when you guys weren't, in contact or doing anything? Were you thinking about it a lot, or was it something that you kind of compartmentalized and you dealt with it after you got back from deployment?
I'd say while I was there, sleep was always a really hard thing because we were woken up pretty much daily at Kop Tangi by mortar fire or rockets. They would climb up on the mountain. It was like our alarm clock in the morning. So yeah, we had to keep our boots untied and keep our kit right next to our bed because we knew that we were getting woken up at 5-6 o'clock in the morning to incoming fire. And so we just knew that it could happen at any point in time.
It's got to be scary.
Yeah, I don't know if it's scary. I had a lot of good leadership, and like the dudes I was with made me feel comfortable, and we were all well trained and did our job pretty damn good. So yeah, I don't know if like scared would be the right word, but I was kind of prepared to die.
Yeah.
And as fucked up as it sounds, I was kind of prepared, and almost like after we lost Omar, it was like, he died an honorable death, like, the warrior death. He's going to Valhalla, and in some ways, like, you wanted to join him in a way.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Sounds fucked up, but
it's your emotions, it's your thoughts, it's how you feel, It's not fucked up. Oh, no. I had to try it.
You gotta risk it for the biscuit.
We can find it. We're good. Fuck. Alright, we got it. We got a club link too. Oh, that's so good.
What the hell?
That's unreal. But still,
It's all right,
I like the contact. I like everything about that.
Birdie putt.
I'm gonna switch clubs.
Oh, get in. Get it.
Oh,
Come off the hill.
Good shot.
I think that thing would have had more spin. I think it's gonna straighten out the last 6 or so inches.
That's it, baby. Come on. One under.
Yeah.
One under.
Back to the red. Back to the red. Train's back
Confidence
out, baby.
boosting.
Never in doubt. Let's go.
Tangi was a crazy place, man. That place is haunted.
What was, do you have any haunted stories from Tangi? Like, because I've heard stories of like soldiers seeing guys that are dead in full kit and stuff like that walking around. Is that true, or is that just like...
I mean, yeah, we saw, me and my buddy Johannes think we saw the Grim Reaper out at Tower 3. But we also saw one of the Afghan dudes like pretty much be possessed by a demon, and or he was on drugs, or one of the two, probably both. But yeah, it took like 6 dudes to hold him down. We strapped him, toe strapped him to a piece of plywood, and he was like foaming out the mouth. His eyes were rolling back. They were all bloodshot, and he said that he was possessed by like some Afghan girl that they accidentally killed. And yeah, that was pretty wild.
That sounds scary as fuck, dude. Yeah, that sounds interesting.
They came knocking on our door one day, and they were like, "Hey, we need your help." The Afghan dudes, they were like, "Hey, we need your help." We're like, "What's up?" They're like, "This guy's possessed by a demon." We're like, "Oh, really? Okay." And then like, no shit, like, yeah, he looked like he was
possessed.
Yeah.
It's creepy as fuck.
Yeah, it was pretty creepy. And apparently they had went on mission and they accidentally did some things, and then yeah, for like the next weeks following that, they were just haunted in their dreams, and he couldn't get any sleep. And then like he said that I think they had the chaplain like come talk to him or something like that. And
Scary stuff.
yeah, I mean, it's just Afghanistan's a weird place. It's a weird place. A lot of stuff goes on there.
I've heard it's actually beautiful.
It's fucking gorgeous, dude.
Yeah.
It's some of the
Scenic stuff.
Yeah, just the footpaths, and I mean, it's got more green than you would think if you're near like rivers and stuff. And yeah, man, it was a beautiful place.
Gotcha. All right, let's hit this tee shot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we needed that one.
That's good.
Good shot. Send it.
That's perfect. That is so good. Middle of the fairway, 160. Get up and down, gets 2 under. Feel pretty happy. So you did say something to me last round that I guess I want to explore before you wrap up the video. But you said that war humbled you, like to your core. Can you, I guess, explain that a little bit? Like, how did it change your perspective on life, and you know, how did
You're just
your
really
life
putting
change?
me on the spot with all these questions.
Yeah.
Like, shit, I'm not prepared for a lot of these, but there's just so much to unwrap with that. It's a mixture of a lot of fun, and you know, because you're doing your job, and just a whole lot of horrific things, beautiful things, just like every sort of emotion there is, you experience it during war. And yeah, when I say it humbled me, I don't know the best way to explain that, I guess, but just knowing that like you can't do it all yourself. Like it's all because of your team, the guys that you're with, and it just like shows the importance of having a good, well-trained team being over there, and you're only just one man, and yeah, I don't know really what else to say. It's tough. That's a real tough question.
Pick your brain apart a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's birdie this bitch.
All right, man.
And then wrap it up. Right over this 150 pole. If I hit it, I hit it. That was so thin. It's back there. It's on the green. It's on. Yeah, we got a putt. Ah, it just leafed. It's alright, we got a putt.
I wish I had better words to say, guys. Like, I'm a fucking dumbass. I'm just a fucking infantryman. Like, I'm not good at speaking words, or I got TBI and brain injury from getting blown up by a suicide bomber. But dude, I'm having a good time. I think this is awesome what you're doing, taking the step to, you know, do something with your life and provide other veterans with just a little glimpse into the world of what we do from all different walks of life. And I wish you the best, and I think it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna help people, and I'm looking forward to it.
Appreciate you being on the episode, dude.
Hell yeah.
Glad we could get this done.
Oh, that could be the one, baby. Come on.
Oh. Oh.
that's going to be it for this video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the conversation that we had. Unfortunately, the golf wasn't quite there, but hopefully there's going to be a part 2 in the near future. We did get that curse count up pretty high, so going to be making that donation tonight. Going to have the receipt right here in the video. And that's really it, guys. So be sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, once again, throw something down below in the comment section, and hope to see you guys soon. Peace.